Guys, so today's post is in response to a question that I had about how to protect your back while mountain biking. So what I wanted to talk about, this is going to be a two-part post. The first one we're going to talk about is more mobility based, to make sure that your back and your hips are nice and mobile. And these two things that we're going to talk about are probably the most limited aspects of the spine and hips that I see in a daily basis in the clinic. So the first one, and I've got my model here, Mark. Say hello. And Mark's going to demonstrate. I'm going to talk him through it. The first one is going to be a press up. So when you are on your mountain bike or just road biking, and you're in the saddle, you tend to be leaning forward a bit. And so we're going to work to counterbalance those pressures and stretch your spine and all those muscles and ligaments and joints in the opposite direction. So go ahead and lay down onto your stomach for us. It's going to come all the way down. That looks good. And when you set up, you want to put your hands directly underneath your shoulders as if you were in a push-up position. But when you go into the move, you're going to keep your hips down in contact with the floor and just bring your upper body up. So go ahead and press yourself up. And good. And you might want to hang out here for a moment or two if that feels comfortable, or go ahead and just lower yourself all the way down again. And you can do 10 or so repetitions just up and down until your back feels like it's getting a little bit looser. Good. So the other direction that we're going to stretch into is a move called child's pose. So Mark is going to come up onto his hands and knees. So he's starting in a bit of a tabletop position. And then your feet are going to be together and your knees are going to go wide as if you are in a V shape. And his hands are down. You're going to go ahead and sit back onto your heels. Walk your hands forward. Good. And he's stretching back here. You're going to get a little bit of shoulder stretch through your lats and then down into your low back as well. And again, you can either choose to stay here and stretch the muscles if that feels comfortable to you, or you could rock back and forth and work your hip joints a little bit more to try to stretch a little bit deeper into that hip joint. Good. And then from this position, we can even add a little bit more of a stretch, especially through the shoulder and the lats. If Mark moves his hands over in that direction, so they're both going to move to the right, and then he's going to kind of shift his body so as if he was in a C. Come back a little bit more this way. There we go. And relax your head. There we go. And so now he's stretching into this left shoulder and down the left side of his spine. And then you can go ahead and move both hands to the left side. Good. And then he's just going to sit back into it. Keep your hips down low. There we go. Good. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead and sit on up. So if you guys have some more questions about different things you want to learn how to stretch or different activities that we can work on, please shoot me a comment at any time. Otherwise, please go ahead and like or even love this video and check out my Facebook page, Corner PT Studio, or on the web at cornerptstudio.com.